Assalamualaikum everyone. How are you today? Long time no see anyway. Hopefully you are doing okay today. In this video I will talk about listening comprehension of the TOEFL test. It is about listen for idioms. So without any further ado, let's begin our discussion. Idioms appears in some questions in listening part A. English idioms are an important part of everyday English. They come up all the time in both written and spoken English. Why? It is because idioms do not always make sense literally. You will need to familiarize yourself with the meaning and the usage of each idiom. With these explanations, we know that the meaning of the idioms is not literal, which make learning idioms is extremely challenging. There are 1,000 idioms in English. There are so many, my friends. No wonder it is impossible for me to display all of them here. But no worries, I will display some lists of the most common idioms. Okay? So please pay attention, make yourself familiar with all of these idioms, okay? You can take notes and then try to memorize all of them, try to use all of them in the conversation in your daily life. Okay, here you go. Enjoy. Belajar idioms itu seperti belajar vocabulary, kosakata. Semakin sering kita berurusan dengan idioms tersebut, baik itu lewat aktivitas speaking, reading, writing, atau listening, semakin kaya juga idiom yang kita ketahui. So, everything is in your hand. Semakin tinggi jam terbang kita, semakin banyak pula idioms yang kita tahu. Okay? So, let's study this example. We do the same thing, actually. Just like I have explained in previous videos that we have to focus on the second line when we deal with listening part A of the TOEFL test. Okay? In this case, we have to focus on the second line because the idioms usually appear on the second line. Okay? Okay, so let's begin. Let's focus on the second line, and then the idioms is there. So we have to pay attention there. From the second line, we can see that the idiom is burning the candle at both ends. See, it's very challenging, isn't it? If we don't know the meaning of the idiom, we cannot choose which one is the correct answer. Burning the candle at both ends, this idiom, is an expression that is used in a situation when someone is trying to do more than he or she really can do. Jadi, burning the candle at both ends itu artinya adalah melakukan sesuatu secara berlebihan gitu ya. Lebih dari apa yang kita bisa. Oke? So when we know the meaning, baru kita bisa jawab. So what is the answer? The answer is C. He is doing too much. Let's practice more. Number 1. We do the same thing, namely focus on the second line. And then the idioms that we have to pay attention is there. From the second line, we can see that the idiom is, it's a piece of cake. Nah, idiom ini sebenarnya sering muncul ya. Kalau kalian sering menggunakan bahasa Inggris atau lihat film-film gitu ya, biasanya muncul nih, piece of cake. Apa artinya? Piece of cake itu artinya mudah sekali, sangat mudah. Nah, baru kita bisa jawab kan kalau kita tahu artinya. So what is the answer? The answer is D, diamond. The course is easy. Number 2 now. Again, we do the same thing, focus on the second line because the idiom is there. Then from the second line, we can see that the idiom is, it's all in a day's work. Kalau kita nggak tahu artinya, soalnya ya susah gitu kelihatannya. But if we know the meaning, baru kita bisa jawab. Apa arti dari it's all in a day's work? Artinya adalah, hal ini memang kegiatan yang sudah biasa dilakukan setiap hari. Nah, itu tuh artinya. Sesuatu yang biasa dilakukan setiap hari. Kurang lebih itu artinya. So, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is B, baby. This is a regular part of his job. Answer B ini yang paling mendekati artinya. So, that's the answer. Okay, number 3. Again, we do something. Focus on the second line and find out the idioms in the second line. What is the idiom? Yes, the idiom from the second line is, what is it? You could hear a pin drop. That's the idiom. Do you know what is the meaning of you could hear a pin drop? Arti dari idiom ini adalah situasi dan kondisinya sangat sepi. Oke, jadi mana nih yang benar jawabannya? Which one has the closest meaning? Yes, the best answer is B, baby. The audience was very quiet. Quiet kan sepi ya. So that's the answer. Okay, from these sample questions, we should realize that enriching our idioms is very important. Why? It is because idioms appear in listening of the TOEFL test. So, start from now on, you, all of us, harus mulai memperkaya pengetahuan idioms kita. Oke? Jadi, idiom itu artinya benar-benar tidak literal gitu ya. Artinya berbeda sekali. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia itu arti kiasan gitu, kayak besar kepala, artinya kan sombong, bukan kepalanya besar gitu kan. So, or panjang tangan, bukan berarti tangannya panjang tapi suka mencuri, something like that. Idioms has has unliteral meaning gitu, nggak literal meaningnya. So it's important for you to memorize all of them. Ya seenggaknya buat kalian lebih mengenal idioms lah. Setelahnya sering digunakan, then you can memorize all of them. Okay, I will close this video with exercises. I have 2 numbers. Listen to the audio and then choose the best answer, okay? Let's begin with number 1 and then continue to number 2.
Do you want to go to the football game with us tonight?
No, thanks. I think I'm coming down with something.
What does the woman mean?
Oke, This is the explanation for number 1. If you want to listen the audio more, you can go back and then listen again. But if you have understood everything, let's continue. Let's follow me to the explanation. Okay, from the second line of the dialogue, we can see that the idiom is I'm coming down with something. See, if we don't know the meaning, the question seems very difficult. But if we know the meaning of the idiom, it is easy. Do you know what is the meaning of I'm coming down with something? Nah, I'm coming down with something ini artinya adalah sibuk karena banyak yang harus dikerjakan. Kurang lebih itu artinya. So what's the answer? Which one has the best answer? Which one has the closest meaning? Yes, it is C. The best answer is C. It has the closest meaning.
I can't believe what Hal said to the teacher.
Yeah, he really put his foot in his mouth.
What does the man say about Hal?
Alright, this is the explanation for number 2. From the second line of the dialogue, in this number 2, we can see that the idiom is he really put his foot in his mouth. See? Idiom ini kalau kita nggak tahu ya nggak tahu artinya gitu. Do you know what is the meaning? He really put his foot in his mouth. Apa sih artinya? Artinya adalah mengucapkan sesuatu yang memalukan. So what's the answer then? The answer is C. It has the closest meaning. Oke? Jadi sekali lagi idioms itu artinya nggak literal. Jadi mau nggak mau kita harus menghafal. Bagaimana cara menghafalnya? Ya jangan dihafal. Kamu gunakan. Kamu sering baca, sering mendengarkan, sering menulis, sering menggunakannya di conversation, baru kamu akan semakin familiar dengan idioms yang sering digunakan di conversation daily life. Okay? So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Oh yes, satu lagi, sebenarnya idiom itu bisa kita terka dari konteks percakapannya ya. Jadi kalian seenggaknya terka dulu. Kalau memang nggak tahu banget idiomsnya, silakan diterka dari konteks kalimat atau konteks percakapannya kalau nggak tahu banget gitu ya. Oke. Dan juga kalian bisa pakai strategi yang awal kita sudah pelajari, yaitu avoid similar sound. Oke, kalau kalian nggak tahu banget arti idiomsnya, pilihlah jawaban yang tidak mengandung kata yang mempunyai similar sound. Oke, avoid similar sound itu strategi terakhir when you don't know at all about the idioms, okay? But luckily, idioms paling muncul 1 atau 2 soal gitu ya, atau bahkan nggak sama sekali. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you. See you in the next video.